Hey Self-Financers, my name's Paul Busca, co-founder of this process, and I made this process for you, the car enthusiast. It's 2023 February, and I'm headed to the Toronto International Car Show. I'm so excited. Now, just a quick note, please listen to this video. It's gonna help to clear things up for my website. This video is specifically for my website, and this website is for educational purposes only because I don't know you. I don't know your financial situation. I don't know how you're currently set up financially. So how could you possibly take any advice from what I'm saying? So the reason why this instrument works so well, and the reason why myself and hundreds of thousands of other people have implemented this process is because I was sick and tired, and others are sick and tired of their money leaving them with all of these expense payments going to third parties. The way that we usually do it is that when we get paid, we have all these expenses, don't we? And our balance decreases. And we're left at the end of the month with this, we get paid, and it just happens again. It's so hard to get ahead this way. So the way that I'm doing it now is that I deposit money into a private financial insurance vehicle. Insurance companies manage billions of dollars just like banks do, but they pay you for the use of your money. They pay you a portion of their profit. They pay your family and take care of your family in the case that something were to happen to you, and not if, but when you eventually pass away, your family will be left off better financially than when you were actually here. Do you want to leave them worse financially or better off financially when you're not here to provide an income? So this process is for people who care enough, or who don't care where their money is being saved, because of a name, or because what they're comfortable with, or because what their parents or their grandparents did. They want to think differently. They want to be part of something where they're able to grow their capital every single day, and when they use their money to pay said expenses, they can start again the next month where they left off, right? Because in this way of managing your finances, you're borrowing against your capital, so you don't interrupt the growth compounding. This instrument doesn't stop growing. It can't stop growing. You'll learn more about this in the process, or when you schedule a call, so that when you're paying expenses, when your money's off paying all these expenses, your money continues to grow. And then when you make the payments back to replenish what you borrowed, the same payments that you were already going to pay to third parties, now you end up with more, because now you're paying back what you borrowed, but it's grown, hasn't it? So each time you pay back what you borrowed, it's grown. So it's an ever increasing pool of cash in which to fund your life, in which to borrow from. And eventually you're going to have this huge pool that you're going to be able to help charitable causes with, to be able to help people with, to help your family. Don't let me start getting into what the cost of housing is going to be in 20 years. It's already tripled or even quadrupled in the last 20, 25 years, hasn't it? Imagine the cost for your kids. How are they going to do it? So setting up something now, by doing the same thing that you're already doing, saving or investing and putting money away, put your money away in something that's always constantly going to grow, and then borrow from that to make your investments if you're already investing, to pay for things. But then when you're making payments, the same payments that you were already going to send away, send those payments back to your own saving system so you collect and accumulate the money. The problem that you have now is that your money's leaving you. If we could find a way to reverse the flow of the payments that you're already sending away, wouldn't you increase your cash flow with zero risk? Does that make sense? What do banks and financial institutions tell us to do? Hey, borrow at low interest rates, invest your money. They're telling us to put our money in some sort of investment. Not like there's anything wrong with that at the right time, and if you're willing to lose your money, and if you really know what you're doing. But let me ask you a question. Are banks good at making money? Yeah. Are banks doing what they tell us to do? Are they investing with risk, or are they lending with security? Oh, I guess they're lending with security. Yeah, because they've got your house as collateral, don't they? They've got almost everybody's vehicle as collateral. They've got your income and your credit score as forms of collateral, because they'd never lend you money if they didn't think that you were reliable to pay. Yeah, so I guess they're lending with security because they want to create a guaranteed or a very reliable income stream, don't they? So they can collect and accumulate the money. But they're telling us to invest with risk. So as you can see, the most profitable people in the world, the richest people in the world, are all lending with security and collecting income streams, but they're telling us to invest with risk. So this process teaches us to do exactly what the banks do. If we could loan someone else's money to ourselves, like they use ours, right? Pay for our expenses, and then make payments back to pay off those expenses, the same payments that we were already going to send away, would there be anything not intelligent about doing that? So I hope that motivates you to look into this process a little bit more and see how by doing it, you're not sending your money away anymore. You're keeping it and collecting it for yourself. Plus you're earning interest along the way. It's a beautiful thing, folks. You got to be the kind of person to want it to have this insurance component in it, to be able to have a great savings platform, but also have built in this insurance component so it takes care of your family in the case that something happens to you. One day you're here, everything's going great, and then the next day you're on the operating table with a drill in your skull. Scary. Ask me how I know. So thanks, folks. Click the blue button at the bottom of my website to schedule a short introductory call. There's nothing you can buy because you have to apply for this process anyways. So everything that we're talking about or everything that you see or gets you excited is a moot point unless you get approved. So send me an email, schedule a call. I hope you're doing well, and this is me, and this is what I'm all about. I look forward to meeting with you. Bye-bye.